Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. So we have some price update alerts for Black Friday. So I've got my top 3 picks right here. The Mova P10 Pro is still my number 1 pick at $399. I don't know how long this is going to last in stock. The sale does end December 1st. So Mova P10 Pro, $399. Now, we jump up in price a little bit. This is the Roborock Edge S5A. Now, I absolutely love the Roborock Edge S5A, $549. So a step up from the Mova P10 Pro. If you have pets, this has the split brush dual roller. That's going to help you with long hair and pets. Now, the real surprise, and I should have led with this, the Mova V50 is $799. It was $899 just a couple days ago. So there's some pricing wars heating up in this flagship area. There's been some price changes in the lower range, but nothing as drastic as up here in the flagship area. The Mova V50, it's my number 1 pick. The best money you can buy, $799. I didn't think it was gonna go this low, but they're really being competitive with other ones. You'll see, I did have the Roborock Q Evo Curve X. It's $849. So we're $50 cheaper on the Mova V50, and I absolutely love it. I've already tested it. It just works really well. Why would you upgrade from the Mova P10 Pro? Well, if you have thresholds, the Mova V50 does have some robotic arms that it can deploy and lift up over thresholds. Does it clean twice as good as the Mova P10 Pro? No, it doesn't clean twice as good, but you do get some more advanced features. You get really quiet mopping and a really good robot that does a good job. So I'm going to show you how I came up with these and what the deal alerts are. But right now, my top 3 are Mova P10 Pro, $399. This is the perfect price point to jump into robot vacuum cleaners that vacuum and mop your house at the same time. If you have pets and you need a little bit more long hair management with carpet vacuuming, we're going to jump up to the Roborock Edge S5A, $549. And then the Cadillac, the best one, the Mova V50, price drop to $799. Now, it is the complete. It comes with, I should have included it, it comes with like 6 extra dust bags, brush rollers, mop pads, filters, enough supplies that's going to keep you supplied up for about a year. I consider that almost like $150 savings with all the extra stuff it comes with. So, all right, let's show you the list and show you exactly how I came up with this. Okay, first, let's start off with the overall list. Dream D10 Gen 2, this is vacuum only, $179, went to $170 with my promo code. Now, I'll explain my promo code. Dreamy did give me a promo code for some 5 to 10% off some robots. The Dream L10S, this is the original L10S with nothing else, $284. It's still a buy. I do recommend jumping up into the Mova P10 Pro for $399. But the Dream L10S Pro Heat, this is a much better robot than the original S. So if you can jump up about $30, maybe $40, get that. But if you can jump up another $70 or $65, jump up to the Mova P10 Pro. This just has such advanced features over these two. Is it worth the price increase? It absolutely is worth the price increase. Now, we're going to go up to next, the Q Evo S5V. I don't consider it's a great price, good robot, just lacks some advanced features. But when we jump up to the Roborock Edge S5A, $549, that's a buy for me. Now, it's getting really competitive as we go up in here to the higher price ones. They did just drop the price on the Dream L40S Ultra, $549 with my promo code, which I'm going to show you here at the end, down to $522. Now, this is becoming a really strong possibility for a buy. It's going to be, I'll show you the scorecard between this and this. These two are going to be very competitive. Now, the L40S AE, they dropped it to $629. I don't consider that a buy right now. This Edge at $699 has a camera, has chassis lift for tall carpet, all the advanced features. And now when you get above, this is the flagship area. Things really changed. Roborock Curve X did not change in price, but that is an excellent price. The Mova V50 was $899, went to $799. Wow. The Dream X50 was $899, went to $799. With my promo code, it goes to $749. Now, you may be asking, which one's the two to get here? Well, this X50 is not the complete. It doesn't come with all the extra stuff. The V50 comes with about $150 worth of stuff. So I consider this to be a better value. We jump up into, we got the Z60. The Roborock Sarles 10R dropped to $1,000. The Mova Mobius 60 flagship model, $10.99. I do consider the Mobius 60 a little bit better robot than the Sarles 10R. Okay, so then I kind of broke it down into a middle list. Then I'm going to show you just the final list. These are the top 3 to get. So how did we get there? Well, vacuum only. Dream D10 Gen 2, $179 with my promo code 161. That's just a superior deal. The Dream D20 Plus, that's still a good price. But vacuum and mop, the Mova P10 Pro, again, $399. You can get the Pro Heat for $332, but I do recommend jumping up. L40S Ultra, $522, and the Edge. This is going to be super competitive. I will show you that sheet. The Edge at $700. Here's the flagship area. I broke it down for you. $799, $799, but $759. Curve X now is $50 more. Sarles 10R. Out of these two, this one's the one to get. But the Mobius 60 is the one. But then break it all down. Very simple. Mova P10 Pro, $399. Roborock Edge S5A, $549. Mova V50 at $799. And again, you can find all of these at justadadapproved.com. If you click on the link in this video or on my website, I am an affiliate with Amazon and Walmart. It's going to take you to those websites, and I will earn a small commission from the sale. The product's not going to cost you anymore, but it is a way of helping support my channel. The best way to find this promo code is on my website, justadadapproved.com. I'll post this. There's the promo code, 5% off certain models. And I take pictures of these whiteboards. These are the world famous Just a Dad whiteboards that have my scorecards, all the pricing. This information is just super easy. If you want to do the comparison yourself, I've got a picture of this whiteboard, justadadapproved.com. Let's go on to the promo code. L10S Pro Heat goes down to $320. That's a really good deal, but I do think the P10 Pro's got some more advanced features, but that's a good price. L40S goes to $520. Now, I'm not recommending the Dream L40. These are newer models. These have the S and the Ultra by them. The L40, which was super competitive with the Mova P10 Pro, does seem to have some problems with attaching and reattaching the mop pads that I've had with some people that I've recommended that robot to have experienced some problems with it, so I'm not recommending it. Dream X50 goes to $759 with my promo code. Now, and again, this changes. This code is for the L10S Pro to go to $320. There it is. This code is for 5% off of the D20, L40, 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 X50, all of these. The 10% code is that code, and that's for the D10 Gen 2 from 170 to 161. Again, it's going to say it's a mopping robot. It's not a good mopping robot. Just take the mop pad off and use it for vacuum only. So I should have included this on the next sheet, but if your budget is $150 or $160, the Dream D10 Gen 2. Then Mova P10 Pro, #1 pick, $399. Roborock Edge S5A, $549, and Mova V50. Now, I did purchase all these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money, and I wasn't paid for this video. Here we have the Mova P10 Pro, vacuums and mops, has a carpet sensor. Here we have the Edge S5A, vacuums and mops, carpet sensor. But it does have the split brush dual roller design, which does help with long hair. The Mova P10 Pro, you can upgrade to the tri-cut brush. It's like $40 to $50 extra. That will help with pet hair and long hair. But this one does a little bit better job. Now, Mova V50, $799. Vacuums, mops, split brush, or this is the dual brush roller design. This is open on the end, so the long hairs are not going to wrap around. This has chassis lift also. It can lift this vacuum head here. Carpet sensor, just really, a lot more advanced features. But we get a lot of those advanced features in the Mova P10 Pro. This is why this is just my #1 pick for the year. Is it the best money can buy? No, that would be the Mova V50 or the Mova Mobius 60 over there. But I think we're getting just such a good value that it's just so hard to pass up, especially if this is your first robot vacuum cleaner. Okay, so let me explain real quick. So this is going to get super competitive. The Dream L40S Ultra, $549, but it is actually a little bit cheaper with my code. And the Roborock Edge S5A. I've got them both here side by side. Now, the base stations are relatively the same. I mean, this does have a dual solution tank. The Dreamy has a single solution tank. Dual brush roller design, carpet sensor, side brush extends, mop pad extends. So these things are Nope, I'm sorry. Okay, so I do have them side by side here. Here's the Dream L40S Ultra. Now this one's going to be a little bit cheaper than the Edge S5A, but they're just so similar. If you have thresholds, the Dream L40S does have these special feet. Now, in my testing, these feet did okay. They weren't the best. I mean, the robot didn't get stuck. It just couldn't go over super tall thresholds. If you need a robot to go over tall thresholds, that is going to be the Mova V50. It's got robotic arms that it deploys, and it can go over twice as tall thresholds. But both of these have carpet sensors, side brush that extends. They both have a way of dealing with long hair. I do think the Roborock, the split brush dual roller design, does a little bit better job, but the Dreamy one does a good job too. Its brush roller is open on the end, and they're fluted. Same with these. When they're fluted, the long hairs will be directed to the end, and then they get sucked in. They don't wrap around the single brush roller. Mop pad extends, and it goes off to the side. Same with over here, the Roborock. Now the Dreamy is going to have something over it. It does have a solution tank, which I don't consider that too big of a deal because you can add your cleaning solution right to the clean water tank. Hot water mop washing, hot air drying. The Roborock's going to have a little bit easier tray. You're going to take this over to the sink, get this clean once in a while. The Dreamy's not hard. And here we have it right here. You will just have to clean down in here once in a while. There's a procedure in the app, and this is kind of like a self-cleaning base. Again, dust bag and a solution tank. And again, the Dreamy does have these feet here that are going to help it go over thresholds. In my testing, this didn't do the best job. Now, it does better than this. This doesn't have hardly any threshold going over thresholds. This will go over some better ones. But if you need a robot to go over tall thresholds, that's going to be the Mova V50. It's got these special robotic arms that actually deploy and lift the robot over. So while this one's okay, mainly you're getting this one for a docking station, hot water, hot air, side brush extends, carpet sensor, dual long hair management. They both have LiDAR navigation. Neither one of them have a camera. I got to verify that. Let's verify. Let's go to the baseball cards. Edge. Now, suction power. The Dream's going to beat it out a little bit. Water tank on board. No, either one of them have a video camera. Good. Obstacle avoidance pass. 20 millimeters. This one can do 40 millimeters. Hot. Dirt detect. Okay, so the Q-Revo Edge, I do like dirt detect. I forgot about that. The L40S does not have dirt detect. Solution tank. Roborock has tray removal. So, is this going to change? So, the Edge has a dirt detection sensor. When the robot comes back, washes the mop pads, then it's going to suck the water up into the dirty water tank. It's going to pass through a sensor. And if that water being sucked up is dirtier than normal, the base station tells the robot, hey, wait a minute, go back and remop where you just came from. That's all from the dirt detection sensor. The Dream L40S does not have that. So that's why you're saving some money, but I do like that feature. Now see, for $399, the Mova P10 Pro has that dirt detection sensor, which I absolutely love. And you can see why this is such a recommend for me. Advanced features that sometimes we only see in more expensive robots. The Mova V50 has that advanced feature. Here we have the Roborock Curve X. Again, if you want a robot to go under, this is super thin. During my testing in my house, this thing was getting everywhere that it could because of its thin profile. Here we have the Mova Mobius 60. It's got a docking station that can change the mop pads for different rooms. It works really well. I don't know that we necessarily need this, but this works excellent. The mop pads, there's just not a huge drastic difference between, like this one's not like a Brillo pad and this one's like a mop cloth. They're all relatively close to kind of the same makeup. But this is an advanced robot with all the advanced features except for dirt detection sensor in the dock, which I wish it did have. Now, I will keep you updated. Again, the website's the best place. I will be making new videos showing you the updates, kind of explaining them. But my website, justadadapproved.com, is just the easiest place to find where the best deals on the best robot vacuum cleaners are. That's the whole purpose behind what I do, is to get you the best robot at the best price. And now is just the best time to do that. So again, justadadapproved.com. So I've reviewed over 200 robot vacuum cleaners I purchased them with my own money. I've got a scoring system. We test them in the world famous Just a Dad corner cleaning testing area. Now in my basement, I've got a testing grounds where I also do extensive testing on them to see which robots perform and which ones fail. I have purchased every Roomba robot vacuum cleaner. This is the newer generation. I have the older generation here. I've got the older generation of the Roborock Q Revos. I've got all the Eufy robot vacuum cleaners. I've purchased all the Shark robot vacuum cleaners, the 2-in-1s. Over here, this is my station where I clean out the dirty water tanks and where I do all my testing with the robots. So the best place to go is my website, justadadapproved.com. This is my very own website where you can find all the products that I highly recommend. I do use links, so if we scroll down here, you're going to see the robot vacuum cleaners that I recommend, the Mova P10 Pro. If you click on this link, it's going to take you to Amazon. If you end up purchasing that product off Amazon, I do earn a small commission from the sale. I am an affiliate with Amazon. I do have where you can get these products off of Walmart. If you click up here, buy off Walmart. But I have all kinds of products that I've reviewed and tested. I'm trying to make this just a go-to place that you can find products that I just highly recommend. I've got vacuum cleaners. I've got wet, dry floor mops. I've even got gifts for Dad. These are gifts that I have around my house that I absolutely love. I got different price ranges here. It's just a great place to find things that you know Dad's going to love or anybody's going to love for that matter. So justadadapproved.com. And on these sale event days, I will be posting. You can see how I got that whiteboard there. I'll be making it very easy for you to see which robots that I recommend. And I'll post the picture on here. I am going to be improving this website over time. I developed this myself, but I'm wanting to make this a little bit better for you as the user. I'm going to be starting to put written reviews on this website. And I just want to make this the go-to place. So thanks, everybody. I really do appreciate your support at justadadapproved.com.